Hey guys, it's Angie from Lil Dumplins Nursery. I'm just doing a quick live to kind of update you all on where things stand here with me and what's been going on. And also want to do a little box opening. And I don't see anybody with me right now, but it's kind of an odd time of day. It's about 2 o'clock, I think. So people are probably picking their kids up from school or at work. So if you've been following my page, you know that I have been sick. You can tell by the sound of my voice, I'm still not 100%. So this all started, I guess, let me think. The Friday I left for Kansas. So that Monday, the 26th of August, our second granddaughter was born via C-section. And we had been keeping our older granddaughter, the 3-year-old, she came over and spent the night Sunday night and stayed with me through Thursday. And she'd had a little head cold, and we've been treating that with antihistamines or whatever. And I've had a little allergy drainage myself. So when I got up Friday morning to go to Kansas, I told Mark then, I said, I don't feel really well. If I think if I didn't already have all this booked, I might just not book it, because I was really kind of feeling like a cold, more than a cold was coming on. But I did go on to Kansas, and I made it through Kansas, had a great time, but I was just fighting what felt like a bad sinus and drainage, cold, coughing kind of thing the whole time. And I had a headache the whole time. So when I got back, I just still was not doing real well. So I did go to the doctor, and he was like, it could be COVID, but if it was COVID, you are past the contagious point. And he said, we can test you for COVID, but your insurance won't pay for a COVID test. And he said, at this point, if you have COVID, it's not like, it wouldn't change anything. And so that was like, you know, kind of, anyway, it was just kind of weird. And I was like, well, I'd like to know, but if my insurance won't pay for it, I'll just go buy a COVID test. So he did not want to treat, and I felt like at that point I was getting a sinus infection. I felt like it had gone beyond anything viral. But he, because I had not run a fever, did not want to give me any antibiotics. And he was like, no, let's just give you a steroid shot and see how you do. And this should knock it out. And if it doesn't, then, you know, call me and we'll put you on some antibiotics. So that's what he did. My husband went and got a COVID test. We did the COVID test, and it was negative. So I did not have COVID. So it was like I thought, I guess, some kind of, I don't know, whatever. But I did have, when I was coming home on the plane, I had a lot of pain in my ears when the plane was descending and landing. So I had a lot of issue there. And the gentleman that was sitting in the plane seat next to me was like, hold your nose and blow into your nose. It'll help equalize the pressure. And honestly, if he had not told me that, my eardrums might not have survived it, because it was hurting really, really bad. So anyway, I don't know if that made it worse or what, but as time went on, I was trying to work. I was not getting better. My voice has been like this now for about 2 weeks. And so I went, and when I didn't get any better, I called the doctor's office back this week, because my voice is actually better now than it was Monday and Tuesday. And I couldn't even hardly squeak out at all. So they did call me in some Augmentin, and I started on that. And this is day 3 on my antibiotics, and I'm finally feeling like I'm not going to die. I know that sounds drastic, but I have felt horrible. I have just, and the main reason being that all the drainage, I have a very sensitive gag reflex, so all the drainage has made me cough so very much that I have not slept hardly any at night, even with taking cough suppressants and melatonin gummies and you know, nose sprays and everything I could use. I just have coughed so much, and I still got a little, excuse me, a little bit of tickly cough when I start talking, so that's why I've got my drink here. But I am doing better. I have not gone into my nursery and thought about painting or anything. In fact, today for the first time, I don't think I've ever done this. I'm filming here in the dining table because I just, you know, I've tried to contain myself with whatever germs that I have with whatever it has been. I've tried to stay just in my bedroom and in the bonus room where we watch TV. So anyway, I am feeling better, but I do want to apologize to those of you that are waiting on me for custom babies. I have 2 customers waiting on customs. I'm working on a custom Charlie for both of them. And I do apologize. I had fully intended to have them completed by now, but life has thrown me this curveball, and it just is what it is. I can't really change it. So I'm hoping next week to get back to painting. I'm not going to push myself too much just because this has really been an ordeal. I have missed a whole week of work this week, and that's hard too because I don't get paid sick leave. So, but I just can't risk running myself down any further or being around people, you know, sounding like this was not the most pleasant thing. So, anyway, as I mentioned on one of my little posts, when you're sick, you can only watch so much TV and lay in bed and play on the internet and play Candy Crush and lay around and cough and eat cough drops. Oh my gosh, I've eaten so many cough drops. I feel like my mouth is just like turned wrong side outwards from cough drops. But I did get online and order a few things. So I ordered an airbrush and I want to play around with that some with silicone. I'm planning on using it, not truly to paint with, but more for, I want to practice my hair painting on silicone. I know some people I've read have used a little bit different technique where they paint it and then seal it with a airbrush with a clear sealer so that it doesn't smudge. So if you're using your pure pigments, pure paint pigments from Silk Pig or whatever. Anyway, I'm going to play around with that a little bit. But I also ordered 2 kits. So anyway, they came today. I'm sorry I'm rambling. I'm still kind of muddle-headed. They've already come and I've already cut open the box. Excuse me. This is what happens when I start talking, which is why I can't work because I have to be on the phone a lot at work. I already cut open the box so that I could just reach in and grab them. So I'm trying to remember the name of the kits I bought, actually. Lily, I believe, is the one I got. Okay, so Lily by Joanna Kazmierczak, if that's how you say that. She did these twins, Lily and Iris. Iris is the sleeper and Lily is the awake. And she offered them at Dolls of the World in a very limited edition of 20 for the shoppers there. And I didn't even get over to look at them because Dolls of the World, if you were there, you know it was extremely crowded, extremely hot. The air conditioning wasn't working. So I didn't even get over to look at them. And somehow I had it in my head that these were preemie size kits, and I just don't personally. I will do a preemie kit every now and again, and I've got a little one in there to do now, but usually preemie kits don't sell as well for me, so I don't buy them that often. And so I didn't look at them, but a friend of mine got hers in this week, and she was telling me how nice size babies they were, and I was like, oh, I didn't realize these were newborn size. So I looked at them, and I decided to get Lily because she's open-eyed. And the reason being is I have several close-eyed babies that you're going to be seeing me doing over the next year for next year's doll show. I've got Chase, first edition Chase kits. I've got Gracie May. I've got a Samuel, excuse me, a Samuel Brace. Who else? A couple of Cassie's kits besides that. One of them I've been working on a little bit along. But anyway, so I wanted some open-eye babies. So that's why I got 2 of these. Let me go ahead and pull this out of the box. And there's 2 in the box here. So I'll go ahead and pull both of them out. They're the same. And I did go ahead and order the plugs and rings. Those are always nice to have. I don't always get them, but, and I got the COAs. I also ordered some Sam pigment. I've always used Silk Pig in my silicone, but I wanted to get some of their coffee color pigment for hair painting, so I wanted to play around with that. But So Lily is a very, very limited edition. There's only 780 of Lily. I'm just going to quickly show you the COAs. I'm not going to there's a whole big thing now about don't show the COAs, don't show the numbers, don't show close-ups of them because they can be copied. So, you know, it's kind of like we all do our darndest to try to prove that what we're selling is authentic, because that's become such a huge issue now of copying of kits and kits being sold that aren't authentic. But then in all of our efforts to try to prove that our kits are authentic, now we're being told that we have to be very discreet about our COAs and the numbers on our COAs. So I won't be showing you these up close anymore. But so there's 780 in this edition, and my two are 296 and 297. And they're really cute, and you can see there's an asleep and awake on the back. So those are the COAs, and each kit I got came with the bodies, and I guess it doesn't matter which one I open, so let's just go ahead and look at them. And I also was told that these are very nice size, full-size babies, and so that was the other thing I liked about it, is that they are a good-sized baby. So that's like a good-size 19-inch to 20-inch body. And so here is her head, and it may be a little smushed from packaging, I don't know. So, and it looks a little orange under my lighting. It is if this makes sense, a neutral peach vinyl. It's peach, but it's not the old orange peach. But under this lighting, my lighting casts a little bit of a warm glow here, so it probably looks orange on this video. But see, she's got a really sweet, very newborn face. You can see the fontanelle. Here's the side view. Really pretty ears. If you tip it up under there, you can see the chin and all the neck rolls. And she does have a smaller size neck, not the big wide ones. And the nice thing about the babies with the smaller necks is you get more head bobble when you put them on the body. So they move a little more realistically. So I like that too. So she's beautiful. I'm very, very happy. Very, very happy with her. She's beautiful. So I've got two of these, and the reason I got two is because if I fall in love with a kit, then I have an extra one to keep. Because I've learned to kind of appreciate things as I paint it, and if I want to keep something, to just keep it. So as you saw at the last show, I had 3 babies that didn't sell, and I kept them. 3 of the ones that didn't sell, I should say. So I tell you nowadays, if you see something I paint and you like it, you better buy it, because you never know when I'll change my mind and keep it. So here's the baby's feet and legs. Bring those in. Very, very nicely sculpted feet. Look at the wrinkles. I like that. Pretty toes. Y'all know I love feet. Feet have to be really nice for me. And these are nicely bent. They do have some of the, what do you call it, fusing. There's only so much. They have to have a certain amount to get them out of the mold. So, but these are not drastically fused. So I like that. But when you put it on the baby, it's going to lay like this. So they're going to be nicely bent. So that's going to give it a good cuddle factor. So I'm real happy with that. Here's the hands. Now this one, the awake version has the closed hands. The asleep version has the open hands. And everybody has their own preferences. Some people like, a lot of people prefer open hands. Some people like one open and one closed. And a few people like closed hands. And I like closed hands, but I do like some open hands if they're expression, like if they're hands with expression, if that makes sense. Like when she did Charlie's hands were more kind of like that, or, you know, the fingers showed movement. What I don't like is hands that have more of this kind of pose, where they kind of look stiff. And to me, and it may have just been the angles of the pictures, but to me, the the asleep version, which is Iris, her hands, even though they're open, they had that just a little bit of a stiff look to it to me. I don't think I would have been opposed to getting that kit, but that was just another thing I noticed. I wasn't 100% crazy about it, so that was the other factor that led me to decide to do 2 of the open-eyed Lily rather than Iris. But that's not to say that Iris has not got pretty hands. I didn't mean that, but I really like the way these are done where you can see the fingers. They don't look, even though they are fused, they have a very individual look about them in the way that they were molded into the vinyl. So I really like that. And then here's the other one. So her finger comes out the thumb rather than the side, and this one's thumb comes across the front. So they're a little different from each other as well. And they're bent arms. Got the rippling and rolls. So this is how they will fit on the body. So they will be like, you know, when a baby's laying there, it kind of tends to cuddle up like that. And that is, I mean, I've watched pictures of my granddaughters, and they both, as infants, Charlotte did it, and now Caroline, you can see her laying that way as well. So yeah, I really like that. So, let me see if I lay it all down here, if you can see it together on the table. I may have to tilt the camera down some. Let's see, we move the camera so you can see it. Kind of hard to get it in there. So you can see she's a nice sized baby. About that, I had it forward facing so that I could see what I was filming. Let me move my stand back. There you go. Hopefully you can see that. But anyway, she is going to be a nice size newborn baby for sure. So I'm really pleased with that, and I'm very happy with the looks of that. So that's pretty much all I wanted to do was show you guys this, tell you I haven't fallen off the face of the earth. And I will be getting back to work next week. I have actually to go back to my job at the chiropractor next week, starting Monday. So I'll have a busy week of trying to get reacclimated to, you know, rebounding back from all this. But thank you all. Thank you for the love, hugs, prayers, and kind comments. Thank you for all your patience. And I hope y'all have a good one, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.